Hi rabbits, Research Turtle here. The most provocative question of the 21st century isn't about space or time, it is about the substance of existence itself. We are investigating a glitch in our reality, a suspicion that what we perceive is not matter, but information. We are opening case file 001 alpha to determine if our world is physically real or a computed construct. This isn't a new idea born from modern tech, it is an ancient hunch. Since the dawn of thought, humanity has suspected we are prisoners of bound awareness. Plato described it as a cave, where we see only shadows, not the base reality. In the East, they called it Maya or Leela, the world as a divine play or illusion hiding true consciousness. Even the word avatar, which we now use for digital proxies, originally meant a deity's incarnation. We have simply shifted our metaphors from the dream of the butterfly to it from bit. But in 2003, Nick Bostrom turned this metaphor into a logic bomb known as the simulation trilemma. The logic is cold and hard. Civilizations follow one of three paths. Path 1, they go extinct before reaching technological maturity. Path 2, they reach maturity but have apathy, no interest in running ancestor simulations. Or Path 3, they run them. If they run them, simulated minds would outnumber biological ones billions to one. Statistically, if you are conscious, you are almost certainly processing data on a server, not standing on a planet. Why would they do it? The motivations are familiar: sociological research to understand history, entertainment for the thrill of a finite life, or techno-theology, where the creator is the programmer. With a system capacity of 10 to the 42 operations per second, millions of concurrent universes are possible. Now let's look at the evidence, the clues that suggest we are in a render. Clue number 1 is the pixelated universe. If you zoom in far enough, reality is not continuous, it's discrete. We hit a hard limit on detail called the Planck Length at 10 to the minus 35 meters. This looks suspiciously like a minimum resolution or a grid. Clue number 2 is rendering optimization. In video games, systems save resources by only rendering what the player sees, a technique called lazy loading. Quantum mechanics shows us something similar, the observer effect. Particles exist as probability waves until measured. Tom Campbell hypothesizes that wave function collapse is simply a data processing event to save system memory. Clue number 3 is the source code itself. Physicist S. James Gates found something unsettling embedded in string theory equations: doubly even self-dual linear binary error-correcting block codes. These are identical to the codes Claude Shannon invented in the 1940s for data transmission. The fundamental laws of physics contain instructions for correcting data errors. Clue number 4 is procedural generation. Our physical constants are fine-tuned to an improbable degree, the Goldilocks parameters. If gravity or the nuclear force changed by a fraction, the simulation would crash. Complex structures like black holes might only generate when we observe them, suggesting a procedural build. However, the defense has strong alibis. Alibi number 1 is the silence of the holometer. If spacetime is pixelated, it should generate holographic noise or quantum jitter. Fermilab used ultra-sensitive lasers to detect this. The result? Dead silence. Spacetime appears to be a smooth, continuous fluid, not a bitmapped grid. Alibi number 2 is the isotropic shield. If we lived on a grid, particles moving diagonally across the pixels should behave differently than those moving straight. This is called anisotropy. But when we test ultra-high energy cosmic rays against the GZK limit, we see perfect symmetry. There is no underlying grid structure breaking the laws of relativity. Alibi number 3 is the uncomputable. A computer simulation is algorithmic, but recent research suggests nature involves non-algorithmic truths, phenomena like the quantum Hall effect that cannot be computed by a Turing machine. If the simulation attempted to resolve uncomputable physics, it would encounter a logic loop and hang. Alibi number 4 is the infinite regress. To simulate the universe perfectly, the computer requires more bits than there are particles in the universe. The simulator must be larger than the simulation. If our simulators are also simulated, reality degrades with each layer, leading to a resource paradox. So, where does that leave us? We are approaching the simulation point. As identified by Rizwan Virk, this is the singularity where our own simulations become indistinguishable from reality. If we can do it, the probability that we are the first to do it drops to near zero. We are on a fidelity curve moving from Pong in 1972 to photorealistic worlds by 2050. David Chalmers offers a defense called Reality Plus. He argues that even if this is a simulation, virtual reality is genuine reality. Our experiences, pain, and love are structurally real regardless of the substrate. Discovering the simulation is not nihilism. It simply reveals what the illusion is made of. Ultimately, this hypothesis functions as a new theology, a religion for atheists. It bridges scientific materialism and spiritual longing. The programmer becomes God, miracles become cheat codes, and the afterlife becomes cloud storage. Whether carbon or code, we are thinking things investigating our own origin. We are the code that has learned to read itself. That's it for today. Turtle out.